I'm taking the opportunity to visit with another cast member from Glorious, the Lancaster Playhouse spring production starting in May. And I am visiting right now with Lee Carter. Lee, can you tell us about your character and how your character furthers the story of Glorious?
Yes, I play Dorothy, and she is Florence's best friend. And she's very quirky, kind of ditzy, but she's extremely supportive of Florence's dreams, and she encourages her to play in Carnegie Hall and to do the Ritz-Carlton. She wants to share her gift with the world.
And as you have lines that you shared earlier, you have a lot of great lines. Can you pick one line that your character shares in the production and why that's your favorite?
Probably one of my favorite lines is that, well, he's just laying that way because I have a little dog whom lays in a lot of rather odd positions, sweet little Ricky, and he is one of those interesting little dogs that just finds his way throughout the show. He'll be laying in little different places, and he makes things a little interesting at times.
And so is there a line that you talk about Ricky that is your favorite?
Well, I mentioned the fact that he's quite lively and that he can get so excited or so frightened that he practically redecorates the whole apartment.
Ah, I see. What would you hope that an audience member would take away from this Peter Quilter production of Glorious?
I think the biggest thing you want to take away from this is that the voice inside is much stronger than the voices outside.
And more important, to listen to those.
Yes.
Do you think we deny our inner voice?
Oftentimes I think that our inner voice gets denied and we listen too much to the outside world and decide, oh, I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't be a part of this, because you have everyone in your ear telling you you can't do this or you shouldn't do this or you're just not quite good enough.
There you have it. And Florence Foster Jenkins definitely listened to that inner voice. If you had the chance to meet Miss Jenkins, what do you feel is one question you would have liked to ask her and why?
I would ask her, as someone who's designed costumes and as a makeup artist, I would want to know where she came up with some of the ideas and inspiration for the amazing costumes. And I have seen pictures of the real costumes that she wore, and I would want to know where some of that inspiration really came from. And I think that we've tried to emulate that in the show with some of our costume pieces that you'll have to see once you see the show.
I was going to say that you've got to be there to experience those costumes. And I will share that since tonight was costuming night, we did have that privilege of seeing some of those fun costumes. So we encourage the listeners and potential audience members to come out for the wonderful story, for the play, for Glorious.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much, Lee. Get back to practice now.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.